Hello, Clay. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucor Marketing in San Antonio. Thank you so much for talking with Megan. She sent your website on to me for analysis, and that is what the video that you're watching now is. Now, first off, I am going to show you in this video how you are losing online customers to Kentmore cabinets. I'm going to show you what the actual numbers are. I'm going to give you some tips that you can implement right away and that you can turn this around, because ideally this website of yours is a tool like your hammer that will be a part of your company that brings you customers and money. This should be a tool of your company. And currently it is not. It is underperforming. And I can tell you that part of the reason is that it does not look like it's new. I don't know when it was made, but this is very, very basic. And you know, in this day and age, with all of the competitive things that are going on the internet and within Google and other places, it is imperative to have something that's just a little bit more sophisticated. And it's not that it can't be plain. It's not that. It's just the sophistication of it needs to be a little bit greater. Then you've been doing this for 25 years, so you deserve better than what this is. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you after looking at your site is that I have a paid tool. I subscribe to this tool called Ahrefs, and it gives me the metrics of your site. Now, currently, the metrics of your site, as you can see, are all zero. Greywolf cabinets and more. And that means everything that I'm going to be talking to you about can be improved. And as opposed to with your competitor here, Kentmore. Now, the reason that I chose Kentmore is this. I went to Google and did a Google search, and most people don't know how Google works, myself included, before I started doing this job. Here's what happens. Google is not unknowable. It's not it's not like some learned sage up in the mountains or anything. It's just a company that a lot of people don't understand. And if you don't understand something, then you can't use it. So you can't make use of what the benefits there are that Google can actually offer you. Now, the first thing is that I will explain Google to you with using the results of this search page here. And that will help clear things up. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that everything that happens on a Google results page is the result of the Google algorithm. And the Google algorithm was created by Google to look at all the sites on the internet and then to determine their placement. And it is currently looking for three things from you, being that you are a business. Now, the first thing is right here. This is what we in the industry call the map pack because they're associated with this map. But these folks have all filled out a Google business profile. And they have done so with a precision that matches the algorithm's desire, because it is a computer mathematical construct after all. And so these folks have done that enough that they were rewarded with this spot up here. Now, as you can see, Kentmore appears twice, I think because they have a couple of different locations. Some of the shells of the cabinet are made from that particle board. Oh boy, my tongue is not working. Boy, that's not a very rousing. Anyway, I mean, not that particle board is bad, but that's certainly something that they pointed out. Now, the map pack is the Google Business Profile asks you for the year that you started your business. It asks you to prove that you own the website, asks for your daily hours, those sorts of things, just like any other profile. Of course, the goal is to fill it out with great precision, because the reward is up here, and you can be up here and down here. Now, up here we call the map pack, down here we call the organic search results. And we call them that because it doesn't take anything more than you having a website to be in the organic search results. However, where you are in those search results is what the algorithm is trying to determine. Now, this is the second thing that the algorithm is looking for, and that is content. Now, the reason I chose Kent Moore is probably pretty obvious, is because they're the first actual cabinet makers that I find on this list underneath the map pack. Now, I'm going to take your site and I'm going to copy and paste it into this word counter. And I'm going to tell you the reason I'm doing this is because Google loves content. And the reason they do is that they figure more content is going to help them give their customers more knowledge about whatever it was that they Googled in this little box over here. Now, as you can see, they beat you not by much. You have 139 and they have 435. However, Google wants you to have 1,500 words. And the reason is because the more words, the better, as far as the algorithm is concerned, of course. But they figure that 1,500 words is the least number of words necessary in order to actually teach their customers something about what they Googled. And those are that's an important number. I mean, look at the reverse. If they sent you to a site that said cabinets are good, you would say, Google, why did you send me here? So as you can see, it just becomes increasingly better the more information you have about whatever it was that you Googled. Now, all words are not the same at Google, and that is because they are looking for keywords. Now, keywords are words that they expect you to have in your website that differentiates you between, say, a dairy farm in Wisconsin and other cabinet makers. Now, you have 0 on everything. So here's your competitor has. They have 1,700 keywords. Now, the nice thing about this is that I can show you what they have. And if they're good enough for them, they're good enough for you. We'll ignore everything that says Kent Moore because that is immaterial. That's people who are looking for a company that they already know the name of. But let's see here. Hood cabinet, stain colors for hickory cabinets, custom cabinets, Houston. And as you can see, some of these have to do with location too. So San Antonio, hello, and Houston. So there are another 65 pages of these sorts of things. And that's exactly what they're looking for at Google, to sort of differentiate you and to also let them know that you are serious about educating their customers. Now, the next thing I need to tell you about is backlinks. Backlinks is where your site appears on somebody else's site. Like if you have a Yelp listing and you have put your URL in it, then there is a link back to you. That's a backlink. Here's what your competitor has. 202 referring domains. This number is the most important, more so than the backlinks themselves. You have they have 202 domains. I'm going to show them to you. Here they are. They have a bunch of them. Wow. And this number here is what's important. This is the domain rating, and it shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning these folks have several domains that refer to them, and they have a backlink profile there, and their DR is 33. These folks here have 92. This is a scale of 0 to 100. And that's excellent. You want to be on anything that is, say, 70 and above. Now, the good thing here is that I see a bunch that are sort of, I don't know, they were hiring, so they're on Indeed.com, but and Homestead is where they have their site hosted. But MapQuest and Yellow Pages and Dunn Street and Bradley, and there's some other here. Those are ones that you can get on as easily as filling out a profile. Now, it is lengthy and time-consuming and dull as looking at a box of hair, but it is something that will get you backlinks. Now, why backlinks? Because Google doesn't have the time to actually vet the site themselves. They don't have an army of people who go and read sites and say, oh, well, this one's worthwhile, because they don't have enough experts in all the various industries anyway. So the only thing that they can rely on is that if a lot of other people are referring people to go there, then that must mean that it's a site worthwhile of going to. It must mean that it's a site that's interesting to go to and that other people want to go to. So Google is going to send their customers there. Now, what it all comes down to is this. Last month, you had traffic, meaning visitors of 0, and your competitor had 13,600 visitors. Now, some of these are, of course, from the other cities that we saw in those keywords. But this is a tremendous number. And they figure that the value of all of these combined is about $29,000. So this is money that is essentially left lying on the table, and it has to do with where you are in the Google search versus where they are. Now, this is something else I'm going to do for you. You probably already know the answer, but I'm going to look for Greywolf cabinets as I scroll down. And I just want you to think about your own Google behavior. And that is, when you are scrolling and looking for something on Google, how far down do you go before you say to yourself, you know what, I probably have what I need already, so I can stop scrolling and that will be sufficient. I'll just look from here on up. Now, as you can see, I am still scrolling and I haven't found you guys yet. And just ask yourself, would you scroll this far to find a contractor of some sort? You know, if you were having your roof done or whatever, would you scroll to the very, very bottom, or would you at some point say, hey, I probably found something I could utilize? This is why you are so down on the Google search results. Now, I'm going to summarize very briefly. You need to fill out a Google business profile and fill it out well. 2, you need to get more and better keywords. And 3, more and better backlinks. Now, those 3 things combined will give you better status in a Google search result. And since they're responsible for 96% of the traffic on the internet, that is a worthwhile proposition. They are powerful, and they have ways for you to be able to help wield their power. So thank you very much, Clay, for watching. I appreciate this. Meg's going to get back in touch with you and get your feedback on this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.